Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I've got a disappointing products for you. Not done one of these before. I try and keep my little space on the internet as positive as possible, but I really have found some products that I just haven't been happy with, and I'll explain why. There's not many, but there is a few. So first of all, sorry, I've got something in my teeth. Anyway, I want to start with this. This is the Rimmel Wake Me Up Skin Brightening Vitamin C it's foundation. This is in the shade Ivory. I know they do a lighter colour. I bought this because I was hoping that this would be a dupe for the Teint Touche Eclat by YSL. Somebody had written something. I also thought that it might be a dupe for the one that I use, the Bourjois one. So there's a couple of things that I don't like about this. So the first thing is it's so thick. I just find the formula thick. I quite like a loose formula. And then the second thing is, and loads of people have said this before, and I thought, no, they're full of crap. It's got a ton of glitter in. So after you've like had it on your skin, you can't see it immediately, but then it sort of sinks in. I find that this does slightly, only slightly, but I do find that it does oxidize on me, and it does go very pinky orange. I don't like it. I have tried to use as much as possible. I just can't get on with it. Now I know a load of people love this product, so this is definitely my preference. Yeah, I just don't enjoy it. I don't, yeah, it's really oxidizing. I don't know, I'm just not a massive fan. So I have got like maybe this much left. So if anybody wants this, I haven't really sold it very well, but if anybody wants it, just let me know and I'll send it for the price of postage. So let me know. So you've got like a backup if you do like it. I just found it quite disappointing. Another disappointing product is from Georgia Asda, and this is the face primer, and this says moisturising non-sticky base coverage, holds makeup in place. You have to give it a shake because it does separate. I thought that this would be a moisturising primer, but I'll be honest, it's much more like, and it's probably something a lot of people do like, it reminds me of the what's it called, the Professional. It's really silicone-y. It's quite slippy. I don't think that it's moisturising whatsoever. In fact, I think the complete opposite. It's really drying. It goes into these little bits. It's just horrible. I really was disappointed by this because I thought it wasn't going to be like silicone-y, and that's all it is. It's just like pure silicone. Yeah, it does a good job of filling in pores, but then it goes like, it makes your makeup go really weird, and I just don't like it. So that, unfortunately, is going in the bin. I've been looking for face scrubs, and I bought this. I suppose I shouldn't have thought that it would be much, but I tried to use quite a lot of it. I'm just not getting on with it. And also it has, I believe, micro beads. Yeah. So this is the Oil of Olay, or Olay even, Olay Essential Smoothing Face Scrub. I bought this for £1 in a bargain shop, and I don't like it at all. Firstly, I don't like the idea of the micro beads if they're not natural. I know they're doing away with all of that. It's creamy, but they're just not scrubby enough for me. Yeah, I just don't find it to be scrubby enough, and the micro beads are really bad for the environment, and I decided that I just didn't want to keep it, and I don't mind chucking it away. It just wasn't very good. It didn't really brighten my skin up either. I just didn't find it that great. This is the Mitchum Advanced Control 48-Hour Protection Powder Fresh Antiperspirant and Deodorant. This is ultra powerful for sweat and odour. Now, if I was somebody who was particularly sweaty, this would be brilliant. But I find it sort of clogs my armpits up. I don't really sweat, so this makes my armpits really, really itchy. The scent is lovely. Ooh. Oh, I love the smell of this. I love the smell of this. I think it's really fresh and clean. If you're looking one, it's the pink one. It's really nice scent. If you have issues with sweat, this is incredible. I don't. I'm quite normally, I mean, maybe I'm abnormal. I don't sweat a lot, and my family were never very sweaty. My dad was definitely, he never even wore deodorant. He didn't need to. I always wear deodorant because I do, but I don't sweat. Like, I never get sweat patches, you know, and for a big girl, I just don't. I'm always cold for starters. I'm freezing. I'm freezing at the moment, absolutely freezing. So yeah, I just, a little side note, I just was waiting for some leggings to dry because they were all in the wash. And I didn't have any leggings on with this dress. And I'm literally the most cold I've ever been in my life. I'm so cold. I never have my legs out. I would never get them out. They literally were so cold. I would never wear them. Never have bare legs ever in my life ever again, just on a side note. So yeah, I was really disappointed by this, only because it doesn't work for me. I'm not saying it wouldn't work, but this in particular was not good. Okay, on to some other beauty items, and this one might be surprising to a lot of people. I've lost the lid. This, you can see I've used it quite a lot. I wanted to get a lot of try out of this. This is the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray, and this is in the scent Jasmine. So I've tried this on a number of occasions. It's been in a couple of tutorials. I don't think it does anything. The scent for me is nice, and then it smells like wee, and I've said that a couple of times. It smells nice, and then suddenly you get this kind of wee smell, which I don't like at all. Obviously it's not pleasant, but I just don't find it cute. Oh no, it's very strong jasmine smell, and then it just errs on the side of pea. I don't like this. I'm really sorry. This has disappointed me. I just find it just doesn't do what it claims to do, which is to keep your face fresh and flawless. It's not a setting spray as far as I'm concerned. The best one that I've used so far has got to be my NYX Dewy Setting Spray. I would like to try the Urban Decay All Nighter, so I might get a trial size of that to try, but I'm really not impressed by this at all. So I wouldn't recommend this, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I might pass it on, or I might just chuck it away, unfortunately. And then there is this is the Live Love London Makeup Obsession. So this is the new brand. You may see this. This was actually from BHS before they closed down. This is the HD Contour Expert, and it's got, let me just try and fold that out. It's got 4 bronzy shades and 2 highlighty shades, which are useless. Can we just talk about this? So firstly, we have a bright white matte shade. I mean, who wears bright white on their face? It's just white. It's like a white eyeshadow. I'm really shocked. I don't get it at all. And then we have a shimmery sort of shade. Again, it's just a white. It's like a pinky white. Admittedly, this is okay as a highlight, but it just doesn't stay for very long. You've got a lovely bronzer here, actually. This is probably the best thing in here. And it's a really nice ashy tone bronzer. It's really good, and I may have to decant that particular colour, but the other 2 here are a bit warm. Although you could probably just get away with that one, but it is slightly warm. This one's way too dark and way too warm. And then this one here, I mean, look. It would do as an eyeshadow maybe, and maybe all of them would do as an eyeshadow. But I'm just not that enamoured, if I'm honest. I just find it, it's just not great quality. And do you know what annoys me the most is I know that this is made by Tam Beauty, or was originally, but I just find it really poor. I find it one of the worst. I find it one of the worst ones ever. I've never tried a contour kit like this, and it is just awful. And I don't understand this mirror. Why would they have a split in the middle? I don't get that whatsoever. I don't get that. This is not good. The only saving grace about this is how slim it is. I really love that, but that's just not enough for me. And I don't believe this was very cheap either. It wasn't like the same price as Makeup Revolution stuff. So yeah, not that happy with that. And the final disappointing product, and I'm really sad to say this because I was so excited about it. I was sent a prize from Vicky from Beauty Breaks with Vicky, and inside was this 20 pan palette from e.l.f. You may recognise this sort of format, a little makeup bag and then a rectangular palette, and then you'll see inside here it looks like this. Now this looks promising, right? This looks like it could be a fantastic palette. To me it looks like the palettes from Urban Decay, and some of the swatches are really good. I mean, they just look so nice. Look at those. They just look lovely. I'm just going to swatch a few of the others so you can see what I mean. The swatches, wow. I put them on my eyes. I mean, they're ultra powdery. They are pretty powdery. But they just sort of, and I always use a base, so bear that in mind. But they just sort of blended away to nothing, and they meshed into one colour, and I just wasn't impressed. I really wanted to love this as well. I really wanted to, and there may be some standout colours in there. See this red here? It looks lovely there, but that's just with a finger swatch. And it with a brush and on the eye, it did not work, and I'm really gutted because I think this looks lovely. I love this little neutral set down here. I love this bit, this beautiful sort of colour here. It doesn't swatch very well at all. Got a lovely lilac. I mean, yeah, that hasn't swatched very well either, and I'm quite disappointed. I wish this was good. I don't know how much this sells for. I don't even remember the name of this palette, but I am rather gutted. There's a gorgeous peachy colour. Let me just see if I can get a swatch of that with my thumb. They're ultra powdery. I mean, literally, and it's a gorgeous shade, but it just fades away to nothing, and it really does. They look really good on my hand, but I promise you they're not. That I was disappointed. I'm still really annoyed by it because I just think it's a shame. It looks beautiful, but it just doesn't last at all. And by that I mean, like, it just goes on and it sort of just blends in together. Unlike I've got on Too Faced today, and I feel like that lasts so well. Now, don't get me wrong, you know me, and you know I love a budget brand, and there's not really much that I've tried from e.l.f. that I've been that impressed with, which is a shame because by all accounts the Americans love them. So I don't know whether I've just got duff products or what, but I don't think they even come close to Makeup Revolution. So I'd rather spend the money on that than I would on any other e.l.f. product. I haven't found a lipstick I like. I haven't found, the only thing I thought was marginally good from the products that I've tried was their Smudge Pot, which is a cream shadow, and that is very good. And I've heard some really good things about that, so I'm glad that lived up to its hype. But this, I'm rather gutted about. I'm really gutted. I mean, like, look, there's this beautiful taupey colour down here, and I did use that, but it obviously I've got wet fingers now. I don't know, it looks gorgeous there, but I just can't seem to get it to work for me, and I love trying to make things work. I mean, I'll maybe give it another shot, but I just wasn't so happy with it. So I'm really sorry to anybody who is a fan of e.l.f., but I just can't get to grips with any of their products, maybe one or two. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my disappointing products. I hate to be on a downer, but I do like watching them, and I've taken a different approach to this. I've not really got loads of high end in there. I've just kept the stuff that I haven't been impressed with. So give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you are a subscriber, welcome back, of course. And keep watching for the next video. Bye, guys.